Thank you, everyone. Please take a seat. I'm always amazed at the energy of Mary Kay, Malaysia and Singapore. You know, when I see Ruby coming on stage and doing this, I'm beginning to realize I'm getting old. Because when I was doing this just now, my back aches. And it reminds me of a couple of years ago, a director came up to me and hugged my hand and said, KK, I really like you. And she was very young. And my heart was pumping. And then she asked me the second question. She said, KK, are you married? And then I said, yes, I am. And she said to me, Ayya, sayang lah. You'll be so good for my mother. But now I think when she looks at me, she'll say, sayang lah, you're very good for my grandmother. Age catches up with people, but the most important thing is that whatever you do, you have no regrets. And I certainly have no regrets that I have been with Mary Kay for 25 years. We live in a time of change. And change is something that we are all afraid of. But I'm so glad that in Mary Kay, Malaysia and Singapore, you have all managed your change with determination and courage because you believe in what Mary Kay believes in. Mary Kay has said to me when I first met her that I did not start this company for people like you. I started this company for the women of the world. And then she asked me, are you prepared to serve women? And I was thinking to myself, one wife, 3 daughters, 2 female dogs. I'm resolved to my fate. But then she said the next word, she says, are you prepared to bring my philosophy to the women of Asia? And I said yes, and I'm so glad that in all of you, I can see that you all have a kind heart. You all are prepared to do the right things. You all have the priorities of life, and you are all respecting each other. So for that, I want to give you a big round of applause. Because with the Mary Kay philosophy, you can overcome anything. You can overcome change. You can have courage. But in times of change, all of us are fearful. We all wish that it would go back to the same old ways, because those are the ways that we know, those are the ways that are successful. But unfortunately, when you live in the digital age, such things don't wait for you. You have to change with time. But sometimes we feel confused, sometimes we feel fearful. I feel that it is right here that I need to tell all of you why I think Mary Kay is a good company for you to serve in. I've been with this company for 25 years, and I know I've chosen the right company. But let me just share with you why I chose this company. The mission of Mary Kay is to enrich women's lives. And I'm here to tell you that if you can find a company that is better in all these values than Mary Kay, please go to that company. But if you can't find a company better than Mary Kay in all these values, then please choose Mary Kay. What are the 6 values that I would look at in a good company? Because today there's a lot of new companies coming on and say, oh, my company is better than this one, old company, this one, new company, more opportunities and all that. But I'm here to tell you, the 6 points are, does this company have products? That's the first point. If this company has only 2 or 3 products, then you cannot do sales. If you cannot do sales, how can you make money? Mary Kay's products, is it good? But I'm here also to tell you that we are continuously pushing for not only good products, but high science products, We're always pushing for products that will make skincare effective. I've given a challenge to our scientists. I said, I want you to come up with a skincare product that within 1 or 2 weeks, you can see a visible difference, that you'll look younger by 5 years. And I am very glad to tell you that they have found that formula, and it will be available in Malaysia in 2021. This is Mary Kay. This is a company with products. The second thing is that does this company has a brand? You know, many people say, I'm a new company, therefore you've got a lot of opportunity, but I'm telling you that if you don't have a brand, you cannot sell easily. Do you agree? Mary Kay is a company that's been established since 1963. We've been around for 56 years. Now, if this company is no good, it cannot survive for 56 years. We have been around for 56 years. We have a brand. And your great general manager, Koli Fan, have said to you, we are now number what in Malaysia? Number 3 in Malaysia. Sorry? Top 3 in Malaysia. On the way to become top 1 in Malaysia. So do we have a brand? The third thing that's very important for a company to be successful is that this company must have money. Must have real, you know. Why do I say that? Because every company has its ups and downs. If a company is not financially strong, when they hit any economic crisis, the company will collapse. I'm here to tell you very proudly, Mary Kay has money. I remember in 2016, we bought a building in the center of the most prosperous area of Shanghai, a building of 300,000 square feet, that for 500 million ringgit in cash. We didn't have to borrow a single cent from the bank. Does Mary Kay have money? The fourth thing is whether this company has love. Many companies can tell you, I have love. But love must be from the heart. Love must be lived out. Love is not something that you talk about. It's something that you practice. Here I'm going to tell you a story that is very heart-touching to me, especially to the Singapore sales force. NSD Don Chia passed away last year. In fact, this is her first anniversary. But what many people did not know is that 30 minutes before she drew her last breath, I was with her in the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, because the husband called me, we're good friends, I went there, I said to her, and she was already in coma. She was not responding, but I believe that she was still conscious. She was taking very deep breath, eyeballs was already rolling up. And I asked myself, what do I say to a lady that's devoted? Devoted her life to Mary Kay. What do I say at the last moment? I said to her, Dawn, I want you to know that everyone in Mary Kay loves you. And she responded. She was already not responding. But when I said that everyone in Mary Kay loves you, her breathing took a shudder. And that to me was the effect of Mary Kay on a person's life. Mary Kay has love, so that even at her last breath, Mary Kay was able to touch her with love. This is a company we love. The fifth thing is, does this company have culture? All of you are here not just because of the wonderful products we have. All of you are here not because of the earning opportunities we have. All of you are here because you feel that in Mary Kay you found where you belong. That is because Mary Kay's culture resonates within your heart. The golden rule, the go-give spirit, the priorities of life, respect for others. This is something that you really feel, not only in the company, but also in the sales force. That is why you are here. That's why you feel very differently. This is a company of culture, and we practice it and we believe in it. The sixth thing is that this company has commitment. All companies can say that I am committed to my sales force. But in Mary Kay, I want to tell you that in the digital age, when we have a chance to go directly to the consumer, we choose not to because we are committed to you. We are committed to ensure that you can make money in Mary Kay. Not only are we committed to you, but committed to find the best people for you. Because we want to make sure that those who serve you are the very best, not only in a particular area, but in the world. And here I'm very glad to introduce a new addition to the Mary Kay world. He is, it's a he, okay? He's someone that has the Mary Kay heart. He's someone who believes in the Mary Kay culture. But what is also many people don't know is that he comes from very, very impressive schools. He's a double master. Master from the UCLA Berkeley. You know Berkeley University in USA? Maya Atas, huh? He's also a master from MIT. Wow. And MIT don't stand for Made in Taiwan, huh? MIT is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and the last ranking of university that came out is Harvard is number 1 and MIT is number 2. He comes from that background. But not only that, he was the deputy CEO of the San Francisco Public Transportation. He was with a company, a very small company called Disney. He was the head, the highest agent in the whole of Disney organization in ranking. He was the head of Epcot Center in Florida, Orlando. And before we nabbed him, he was the managing director of Disneyland Hong Kong. And he's now our senior vice president of sales, marketing, and business innovation. Do you want to meet him?
Yes!
Sam Lau, would you come on stage?
Really good to be here. KK asked me to say a few words to introduce myself. First, I want you to know that it is amazing for me to look out into a crowd full of very colorful hijabs. It's wonderful. And Malaysia has a very special place in my heart. I have an aunt that 3 generations has lived in Sabah. Anybody from Sabah? Yeah. And every time I come to Malaysia, I'd like to try the king of the fruit, durian. You have the best durian in the world. Yes. So thank you, Malaysia, and thank you, Mary Kay. As KK said, I've joined for about a month, And I wanted you to know, especially the sales force, that your president is always selling, just like you. Okay? And so probably in the last 3-4 years, we've had a lot of opportunity to develop a friendship and business partnership. Did you know that Mary Kay is one of the biggest clients for Disney? Yes. I remember many years ago, I was walking around our resort with some of our executives, and I saw in our hotels and our theme park a lot of ladies with red jackets. So I asked one of my vice president, I said, who are those people? Who are those red jackets from? And they told me, Mary Kay. I said, wow. You all took over an entire 2 hotels. The entire 2 hotels were full of Mary Kay red jackets. So I said to my executives, I said, I want to meet the person in charge of Mary Kay in Asia. So they set up a lunch for me, and KK and I met for the first time a few years ago. The rest was history.
And I sold it to him that Mary Kay is a better company than Disney.
So your president, over a few months' time, had asked me to consider joining Mary Kay. Now, you have to understand, I come from a place where I had over 7,000 employees. I would say the top entertainment company in the world that own a lot of brands. And so I'm pretty picky myself. And so over a few months' time, KK had shared with me the culture of Mary Kay and invited me to one of the major events that your company hosts, our company, my company now. And I was amazed. I was amazed because I came from a company who had a strong founder, Walt Disney himself. And he built the first theme park for his daughters so that they can have a safe and magical place to entertain and to feel special. And so that's the spirit of a strong founder who had a vision and a dream. And so I was at a point in my career where, like many of you, wondering, what do I do next after a decade with a world-known company? And I found that in Mary Kay, there's something special about her culture. It's about helping people. It's about fulfilling dreams and reality that all of us, whether for ourselves or for our families. And so from entertaining kids and family to make them feel like they're a princess in a castle, to feel like a superhero in the world, I wanted to transition. I'm going to help women to feel special. So that was the dream and the vision that KK sold me on. And I have to say, in the last few weeks, visiting different countries' seminars, I really feel that specialness in all of you. And so I look forward in the coming years and days to partner with you, to learn from you, to help all of us to continue to grow the business from Malaysia and beyond. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sam. I think they signal to say your time is up. But do you want to listen to me?
Yes!
So if a company has product, brand, money, love, culture, and a commitment to you, do you think this is a good company?
Yes!
Do you think you're able to face whatever changes come your way?
Yes!
Then what must you do? How would you respond? I just want to tell you, it's very simple. There's just 3 things you need to do. Sell, sell, sell.
Recruit, recruit. Believe, believe, believe.
One more time. Sell.
Recruit, recruit, recruit. Believe, believe, believe.
This can become a rap. Believe, believe.
Believe, believe, believe.
Can you do that? What do you believe in? You must believe in a company's culture. The golden rule, do to others as you have them do to you. What does that mean? It means very simply that you must do the right things. You know, in every day of our life, we have choices to make. We're confronted with different things, and we must always choose the right thing. The second thing is the go-give spirit, to help others without condition. And that is very much that you must have a kind heart. You know why your sales are so effective? Do you know why Mary Kay as a company has such a good reputation? Because all of you choose to have the go-give spirit. Because when you do your skincare class, you don't have the feeling that this is a must. I'm letting you try. This is 50 cents. You must make back 5 ringgit. But rather, you have in your heart that Mary Kay's products are the best in the world. It can change the way you look. It can make your skin look wonderful. And today, I want to let you become the most beautiful woman that you've ever been. Today, I want your husband to fall in love with you again. When you do that, your customers begin to trust you. Your customer knows that you have their interests at heart. That is why the go-give spirit is so important. Priorities of life, God first, family second, career third. Why did Mary Kay say God first? Because he knows that somebody who is religious is somebody with values, is somebody who has ethics, is somebody who knows right and wrong and will always choose to be doing the right things. And the funny thing is that when you have that in you, you know that this person is a good person and can be trusted. When if a person can be trusted, your sales automatically become successful. Family second, Mary Kay believes that every one of us must have a balanced life. Every one of us must know how to treat our family well, must know how to treat our husband well. A lot of husbands here, well, they're all very happy, you know. In front of me, I call them abang, they say, no, call me ate, you know. But you know, in Mary Kay, sometimes we're so excited about what Mary Kay does for you, right? And you know why a lot of husbands don't like Mary Kay? Because all husbands want you to place them as the top of their life. But a lot of you make the mistake of telling your husband, Abang, I found Mary Kay, I'm the happiest woman today. Your abang say what? You married me, you're not happy yet. Or you say, Abang, I found in Mary Kay the dream that I always wanted for. Your husband say what? You marry me, your drink no more. So you must learn how to treat your husband. You must always tell your husband why you want to do Mary Kay. You do Mary Kay for the family. You do Mary Kay because you want your children to have a better life, is it not? So tell your abang, like all women to be manja. You know, when my wife is manja to me, sudah, finish. My credit card I'll give to her. So I teach you, be manja, don't be so strong. I said, abang. Every time I see you outside working so hard, my heart is very painful. You're scolded by your boss, you have all the pressure. I wish I can help you half the load. That is why I want to do Mary Kay. Your abang will love you, your abang will support you, your abang will drive you to your skincare class, your abang will help make your Mary Kay career a success. That is why God first, family second, career third is so important. Respect. You must learn how to respect each other. And respect can only come when you have a humble heart. You cannot respect someone when you're not humble. And a humble heart must always come from a grateful heart. In all things, you must be grateful. You must be grateful for what God gives us, what God provides for us. A cup is either half empty food. So you must always look at things positively. I always like to tell this story, and I want you to bear with me because I think it's a very important point I'm trying to make. The bride looks out of her room and saw her neighbors washing very dirty. She said to her husband, Abang, neighbor, don't know how to do laundry, give them soap powder. Next day she looked out bright and brilliant. So she said, Abang, did you buy soap powder for them? The Abang said, no lah. All I need is clean our own window, Because when you clean, you have a grateful heart. It is cleaning the window of your soul every day. You look out, everything is bright and beautiful. Having a grateful heart will give you a humble heart. Having a humble heart will allow you to respect people. And when you're able to respect people, you respect yourself.
Amen.
Having the Mary Kay culture is not enough because if you believe gives you courage. Courage allows you to have a dream, and a dream will allow you to go into action. And today, all I've said is no good if you don't have a dream, if you don't have an action plan. Today, I want you to leave this seminar telling yourself that I can do it. I always like to tell the story of the eagle and the chicken. One day, there's a small little eagle that fell off from the nest onto the ground. And as he falls to the ground, he cannot go up to the nest again. The farmer took the eagle and reared it. 3 years later, the eagle becomes a big, huge eagle. But it is still eating from the ground with the chicken. Because the eagle thinks that he is a chicken. So they try to bring the eagle up to the top of the roof and throw him up so that he will fly, but he will go flap, flap, and fall onto the ground again and eating from the ground because he thinks he's a chicken. I'm here to tell you today that all of you are eagles. You're the king of the sky. You can soar as high as you want. But many of you think you're still a chicken eating from the ground. Today I want to ask you this question. Are you an eagle or a chicken? Nobody in this world can say you're not good enough. Nobody has that right. Your husband don't have that right. Your parents don't have that right. Your brothers and sisters don't have that right. Societies don't have that right. The only person that can say you're not good enough is yourself. Today have a big dream. Today have your action plan. Today believe in yourself. Today be an eagle and not a chicken. Thank you very much.